Hi, Bob Hoffman with Epiphany Now. Epiphany Now is on a mission to create a revolution of positive transformational experiences through acts of kindness. I'm hosting a series of live interviews nightly with leaders in our community that are doing just that. Some are individuals, some represent organizations. Tonight, I'm very pleased to introduce a familiar face to many. We have Chlvon Kloepfer with us, who is an anchor at WLNS TV6. Chlvon, I'm so glad that you took time out. I know you just left the anchor desk.
I did. Yeah. No, I'm happy to be here. This is fun.
Yeah, so you're doing this amazing thing every Friday at 5:30 called Feel Good Friday. Tell me all about it.
So about a month and a half ago, I had heard a couple of other news stations in Michigan were dedicating entire newscasts for positive news stories. And I'm like, we've got to do that at Channel 6. And as you know, Bob, I'm all about positive news. I've had a segment called Tell Me Something Good for years and years now. And it started years and years ago with Jane Aldrich. So positive news and delivering positive news is right up my alley. So as soon as I heard that other stations were doing this, I'm like, we absolutely have to do it at Channel 6. I pitched the idea to my executive producer and my news director. They jumped on board really quickly, and voila, Feel Good Friday was born. And it's a 30-minute newscast at 5:30 p.m. on Fridays, Feel Good Friday, entirely positive, feel-good stories. So, I mean, it's stories from mid-Michigan, it's stories from the state, it's stories from, around the country and also around the world as well.
How difficult is it to find good news, Chlvon?
Not at all. Not at all. And especially as soon as we started promoting that we were going to be doing Feel Good Friday, we were overflowing with story ideas from people in mid-Michigan specifically. I mean, there was lots going on around the world that we could have chosen from, but there was so much going on in mid-Michigan initially, and people were emailing and they were messaging and we were getting calls. It was overwhelming, and it was almost like, man, how do we choose from all this good stuff? It has slowed down a little bit in terms of, the tips that we're getting, only because, birthday parades are now kind of the norm. And so initially it was like, wow, what an amazing idea, birthday parades and all these great things. And so now it's sort of, over the past month, it's become more and more the norm. And so we're looking for a little bit more unique stories, I guess, now to cover as far as good news stuff. But that's really what it's all about. But no, to answer your question, long answer longer, Bob, which is what I do. See, this is why I need to stick to the prompter, because it keeps me rambling.
No, forever.
But no, there is a lot of really good stuff going on in mid-Michigan. So no, it is not hard to find.
So do you have a few favorite stories that stand out in your mind?
So some of the birthday parades have been wonderful. There was one, though, I mean, I was just astounded. And unfortunately, it's not from mid-Michigan, it's from the UK. But there was a veteran who, 99 years old, decided that before his 100th birthday that he was going to do just 100 laps around his property. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I love that.
Right? And so 99 years old, he's out there just moseying along, and he thought, well, I'll raise money for, local healthcare heroes and stuff while doing that. And like $40 million later. I mean, I was blown away by that story in particular. So that's one of the ones that, that we would feature from overseas and put on the show. But what's that?
That was 40. How much did he raise, Chlvon?
Yeah, like almost $40 million.
How much did he raise?
40 million.
Wow, we're having a little bit Wow.
Yeah.
How do people share good news with you, Chlvon?
How do they share? Easy. You can call the station. You can email the station. You can find me on Facebook and message me an idea. It's that simple. Just call, email, find me on Facebook, find any one of our reporters or anchors on Facebook, and we'll do our best to kind of feel it out and see if it's something that we want to put on the show. And it's that simple.
So you're a news reporter. You have your pulse on mid-Michigan and what's going on. People need this, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I needed it. I needed it. I would tell my friends and family, man, I'm just so defeated of just reporting on, I'm going to call it it. I'm reporting on it. You know what I'm talking about when I say reporting on it. Over and over, day in and day out. And literally, we would go entire news shows with only reporting on it. And I thought, if I'm getting sick of it, people have got to be getting sick of it, other people. And yeah, and they are. And I would hear over and over, even before the it started, people were saying, you know what, God, give us some more good news. There's just not enough good news in the shows. And so we've been hearing it for years and years, but especially now. I mean, people are just, it's hard. It is what we're dealing with right now with the shutdowns and the stay-at-home order. And, people are, it's bad. And so the more good news we can share, and that's been the idea of the show is, listen, I know we're going through a lot and it seems like it's really bad, but look at all the wonderful things that are going on locally that you aren't hearing about. So there's a lot of good in the world right now, even though it seems really bad right now.
Well, thank you, Chlvon, for taking time out to pitch this story idea that's really taken off. And You're Telling Me Something Good is one of my favorite stories every week. And now I can look forward to this 5:30 on Fridays. Feel Good Fridays. Looking forward to it again this week, Chlvon. We've got WLNS.com scrolling across the screen. So if people have good news, of course, you want to know about it, and I want to know about it. So thank you so much, Chlvon.
Thank you, Bob.
I have to end by asking you the question I ask everyone is, tell me something good.
My family. Even after a long day's work, I'll come home and just seeing the kids and my husband just puts like a massive smile on my face. And they're a handful and it's a lot, but they're wonderful and they're good. They are always good in my life. And so I'm very blessed.
Well, that is something to smile about and be blessed about. Thank you so much, my friend.
Absolutely, Bob. Thank you.
And of course, if you'd like to share your good news, visit epiphanynow.org, join our Facebook group, and share your good news. There's so much happening positive, especially in mid-Michigan. We want to hear about it. We'll see you tomorrow night.